my Ninja Warriors, welcome to yet another power-packed session of JEE Flash 2.0. Today's session is all about statistics. You know that statistics carries 4 marks weightage. So minimum you can expect one question in your shift from this particular chapter. Before I start any further, do let me know whether I'm perfectly audible and visible to you guys, so that we will get into more details about this chapter, how we are going to proceed about it and everything about that. All right. In the chat box, am I live? Are we live, guys? Okay. All right, I can see black caps as usual. All right, Gautam Raj, Lohit Reddy, a very good afternoon to one and all. A very warm welcome to all the people. As usual, I always tell you to share this session as much as possible to get maximum interaction, maximum doubt solving, right? Do that now. All right, I can see comments pouring in. Diya, good afternoon. Okay, I got the green signal, perfectly audible, perfectly visible. All right, so the session is gonna be not very long because statistics in itself is a very small chapter, right? And the weightage is also not that great. Chapter is also small, so the chapter is low input chapter. Basically, that's why we are doing it in very less time. We'll be able to cover 4 marks. So 4 marks straight in your pocket. But all you have to do is do not take this particular chapter lightly. It's not that if you don't study this chapter, then also you are going to get 4 marks, right? You have to study it. Although the chapter is easy, although the chapter has the chapter is very small, but still you have to give some input in this particular chapter, right? So that you can get those 4 marks. Shall we start? Yes, approximately how long? So we'll try to finish this chapter in 1.5 hours or plus minus 15 minutes you can do. Okay. All right, I can see a student is saying, always see a recorded session. I solved myself to cover in limited time. All very good, very nice. Okay, all right, let's just begin. So here we have the schedule for this week. You can you can actually save the slots, book the slots, and schedule your studies accordingly as per the schedule. Okay. Yes, definitely we need more likes for Ninja Mam. So like the session, share the session right away. Okay. So in this session, we are not only gonna study the all concepts of the statistics, but also we will solve the previous year questions related to this chapter, right? Okay. Let's just begin. So here we have statistics. So now statistics is basically a very important branch of mathematics which deals with data. Statistics always deals with data, right? So data as in collection of data, organization of data is very important, and analysis of the data, interpretation of the data, and presentation of numerical data, right? Are you getting my point? So for example, I will actually give you about the what is the importance of organizing the data. What is the importance of organizing the data? Suppose I am running an educational institute, right? I am running an educational institute, and I contact some other company which has this data of all the students, right? So I go to them, I ask them that, okay, I need name of a few students who are preparing for competitives like JEE and NEET, because I want to reach out to them. I want to tell them that I am the one who is gonna help them with their studies, right? That's how everything is gonna work in place, right? So that organization say, yes ma'am, we do have a data, we do have certain name of the students, but what is happening is their contact number are shuffled. That means we don't know that basically we have names also, we have contact numbers also, but we don't know which contact number is related to which student. So what will I do? That will actually impact my educational institute a lot. If I take that data, if I randomly call anyone and I don't know his or her name, I don't know what exam they are preparing for, be it JEE, NEET, or be it any Karnataka entrance exam, right? So that will like, how will I talk to that person? How will I tell that person, okay, so you're preparing for this and I'm the one who is going to help you guys, right? So this is the scenario. That means what is, they have data but they don't have organized data. Are you getting my point? How important is this to have an organized data? Otherwise that data has no sense, no meaning. The data will be meaningless, completely meaningless, right? Okay. Where are you uploading PDFs, ma'am? So I always upload PDF in the Telegram right after the session. So for this session also I'll be going to do that. Okay, so now you know how much important the data is to run any business, right? Are you getting my point? To run any small business, even if you run very small business like in your village as well, the data is really important these days, right? So statistics deals with data, right? Data is above all these days. Or you all hear about AI, data science, data mining. You know what, why these things are on boom these days? Because data driven is getting more and more important, right? Acha, tell me one thing, tell me one small thing, that have you ever faced this situation that you are talking to your friend that, oh, I want to buy a bag, for example bag, or a pen, or you can say any device, any phone, mobile phone. Maybe you want to buy an iPhone or any Android phone, the new one which is like trending in the market. You share it with your family, you share it with your friends, and what happens is the advertisement of that iPhone or that particular phone pops out from your laptop or any browser, or from in your Google or Facebook or Instagram. They show the similar kind of ad that you are interested in. How are they doing it? Basically they are actually getting the data from you, right? The way you are talking, the way you are searching, they are capturing all the data, organizing it, and then in their database they are throwing the relevant information to you so that you will buy certain things, right? So that's, everything is data. Trust me, everything is data. But if I talk about JEE Main 2024 or JEE Main in general, statistics has a very limited syllabus. Unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know what do you call it, but statistics has a very limited syllabus, but the branch statistics is very wide, right? And you know what, you can think about making a career out of it as well if you are interested in mathematics, for all of those who are into mathematics, right? So statistics these days is on boom. Statistics will land you a high paying job, right? So just to tell you, just now, let's just start with today's session. Let's focus on the JEE Main curriculum. Let's not go here and there, but I wanted to tell you about this beautiful branch related to statistics and how you can grow in statistics, how you can make a career out of it. Okay, let's just so now you know statistics is all about data. So how many types of data are there? How many types of data are there? So basically there are broadly two types of data. If you can see, there are two types of data. First is ungrouped data, which is raw data. Can you see? Ungrouped, we call it raw data as well, right? And another, we have a grouped data. We have a grouped data. So ungrouped data, grouped data, right? So ungrouped data is again not that beneficial, right? It's a raw data. It's a raw data. Suppose if I tell you that you have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 students are there. I teach a batch of 10 students and I am taking a test, mathematics test. Let's take a mathematics test for 10 students, and out of 100 they are getting this much marks. So one student is getting 61, another student is getting 48, then 54, 49. 3 actually students are getting 61 again. Actually 4 students total are getting 61, and then 49, 54 and 52. These are the marks in mathematics out of 100. Now this is what we call raw data, right? This is raw data, ungrouped data. Now there is a grouped data, right? So grouped data, similar data, but the way of representing is different. You know, similar data can be represented in many ways. So the first one is ungrouped data, basic. Just write down, take a piece of paper, write down all the marks. This is the information. Okay. Now discrete frequency distribution. There is one type of data in grouped, discrete frequency and continuous frequency. Now how to represent a discrete frequency data? What is discrete frequency? So for that, what you need to do is, you need to identify, okay, so I can see 61. 61 is appearing 4 times. So let us write it down as 61. Now 61 is appearing how many times? 4 times. This F is nothing but frequency of 61. That means how many times 61 is occurring? So 61 is occurring 4 times, right? Let's talk about then 48. So 48 is occurring how many times? Who is going to tell me? So 48 I can see only 1 time actually. 48 is occurring 1 time. Okay. Now what about 54? I can clearly see 54 is occurring twice. So 54 is occurring twice. And then 49 we have. 49 is occurring again, I guess, twice, right? 49 is occurring twice again. And then last but not the least, 52 is occurring 1 time. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Basically 10 students are there. If you add the frequency, you will get 10. That means 10 students are there. So how to read this data? If I gave this table to you, so how would you read that? Okay ma'am, 4 students are getting 61 marks, 1 student is getting 48 marks, 2 students are getting 54, 2 students are getting 49 and 1 student is getting 52. That's how the representation of discrete frequency, right? Okay. Now what about continuous frequency? So for continuous frequency, basically what you need to do is, you need to actually group the data. Yes, you need to group the data. So if I talk about starting from 45 to 50, if I ask you, in this range, so you need to define a range. 45 to 50 marks. So 45 to 50 marks. In this range, how many students are falling into in this range? So 45 to 50 is what? So 48, this is 1, 2, 3. That's it, I guess. 3 students are in this range, right? Then 50 to 55. Tell me how many students are in this range? So we have 1. Then we have 3. Again 3, 50 to 55. So basically, how to read this data? 3 students are getting marks in the range 45 to 50. 3 students are getting marks in the range 50 to 55. Then 55 to 60. How many students are getting marks? So actually, I cannot see any students who are getting marks in this range. So 0 would be the frequency. And then last but not the least, 60 to 65. So I can clearly see 61 is the only number which lies in this category and there are 4 people. So 4 plus 3, total 10 students, we are done. Now you know how to read discrete and continuous frequency. Is that clear? Okay. Alright. Let's now talk about measures of central tendency. So this we actually have, some of you have already studied mean, median, mode. These 3 things in your previous grades as well. So for like 15 to 20 minutes, I will take you to revise mean, median and mode, and then we will jump on to the very important thing, which is standard deviation and variance, right? Which they ask in your upcoming JEE Main 2024. Okay, so sabse pehle, the very first thing is mean. What is mean? What is mean? So mean is nothing but average value of all observations. How do you define mean? So it is nothing but average value of all observation. Okay. So now we need to actually, we have to calculate mean for 3 different type of data. So first is for ungrouped data. So for ungrouped data, let me write the ungrouped data: 61, 48, then we have 54, 49, then we have 61, 61, 61, then we have 49, 54 and 52. Right, these similar data I have copied just, right? So for ungrouped data, mean we have a formula x bar is equals to x1 plus x2, sum of all the observation upon total number of observation, right? So sum of all the observation upon total number of observation. So to calculate mean in this particular example, so it would be 61 plus 48 plus 54 plus 49 plus 61 plus 61 plus 61 plus 49 plus 54 plus 52 whole upon 10. So your mean will be, calculate the mean. Let me know your answer in the chat box. So your mean will come out to be, so if you add this, you will get 550 upon 10. So 55 will be your mean for ungrouped data, right? 55 would be the mean for ungrouped data. I guess this is very basic and I don't need to spend some more time in this. Okay. 3D geometry PYQs. Yes. So concept, let's first address the vector and 3D geometry PYQs, and post that I will be taking 3D geometry concept. Vector concept are already taken. Okay. So now median. For ungrouped data, we need to figure out the median as well, right? So median, the definition of median says it is the value in the middle, it is the value in the middle after arranging the data in increasing, after arranging the data in increasing or decreasing order. Okay, after arranging the data in increasing or decreasing order. Okay, so when the observations are arranged in either increasing or decreasing, so you need to figure out the middle value. Now just tell me one thing, that if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, 5 observations I have. If I ask you what is the middle value, you will clearly say 3, right? But if I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and if I ask you the middle value, you will say okay ma'am, middle value, so starting 2 ending 2, so 3 and 4 both are in the middle. So basically there are two cases while calculating median we need to take care about. When your n is an odd number, right, when total number of observation if I talk about is an odd number, right, when n is odd, then your median would be what? N plus 1 by 2th observation, right? So what is happening when your n is odd? So this time your n is odd, 5 observations are there. How to calculate median? Add 1 to number of observations, so 5 observation, 5 plus 1, 6 by 2. That means what? Third observation. But when your n is even, then basically what is happening? 2 middle terms are there. But we need to calculate only one median. So we need to take average of 3 and 4. 3.5 will be the median in this particular case, right? So basically when your n is even, then your median would be what? So when n is even, here there are 6 observations, right? So the median would be what? 6 by 2 and 6 by 2 plus 1, right? So n by 2th observation plus n by 2th plus 1 observation upon 2, mean of these two quantities. So if your n is even, n is 6 in this case, n by 2th observation is what? Third observation, which is 3, and one more One more observation next to it is 4. So mean of 3 and 4 is 3.5. So median is what? 3 by 5. 3.5. Sorry. 3.5, right, is the correct answer in this question. Okay. So that's how you calculate median for ungrouped data. Right. And what about mode, ma'am? What about mode? So basically mode is nothing but the number of observation with maximum frequency. Okay, so the observation with maximum frequency. The observation with maximum frequency. We can clearly see that mode in this case would be 61 because 61 is occurring 4 times. Right? So that's how we calculate mode. Clear? Okay. So here we have a question which says that, so JEE Main 2019 question. Right? So this question is all about mean, median. Mean and median of the following numbers in increasing order, already it is given. So these are the observations. Right? So this is your mean. This is your median. Right, and we need to figure out the value of y by x. We don't need to calculate the value of y individually and x individually. I mean, if you can, if you are able to calculate, but y by x is what we are interested in. Are you going to solve this? Shall I give you 2 minutes? Yes. Let me just give you 2 minutes. Okay. Answer in the chat box. I can see Black Caps is saying 7 by 3, 7 by 3. So basically, mean is what? So mean x bar is given as what? 42. And median is given as what? 35. So let's talk about mean first. So that would be 10 plus 22 plus 26 plus 29 plus 34 plus x plus 42 plus 67 plus 70 plus y. Whole upon how many numbers are there? 10 numbers are there, is equals to 442. So if I add all the numbers, I will get what? 10, 22, 26, 29, 34, 42, 67, 70. Sum of all these numbers. Sum of all these numbers. Is this 300 plus x plus y is equals to 420? Is that what is coming? So x plus y is coming out as 120. Right? X plus y is coming out as 120. Okay. Now what about median? So for median, we know that number of observation is what? N is equals to even. Right? 10 is an even number. So 10 by 2, that is 5th and 6th term ka mean lena hai. We have to take mean of 5th and 6th observation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this 34 and x. So mean of 34 plus x by 2 is your median, which is given by 35. So x is equal to 70 minus 34. 70 minus 34 is coming out as what? 36. X is coming out as 36. y is coming out as what? Tell me. The value of y. Y is coming out as 120 minus 36, which is 84. So y is 84. 84 by 36 basically, which is equal to 7 by 3. Right? 4 9s are 4 21, 3 3s are 3 7s. Option C, JEE Main 2019. Easy question, alpha question. Yes. Okay. Cool. Option C. Option B, why are you saying, Gotram Raj, why are you saying 7 by 2? 7 by 3, right? 7 by 3 is the correct answer. Okay. Alright. Now, suppose I teach in 2 different classes, right? Suppose class 11th, section A, class 11th, section A, and section B. Section A is having 30 students, section A is having 40 students. Okay? And the mean of marks in mathematics is what? X1 bar. So for first series, so for class A, we have calculated a mean of mean in mathematics marks, so that is coming out as 60, and in section B it is coming out as 62. What we need to do is, we need to actually calculate the combined mean. Combined mean of how many students? 70 students. Combined mean for 70 students we need to calculate, right? So for combined mean we have a formula, which is N1 x1 plus N2 x2 upon N1 plus N2, right? So if I apply this formula over here, so combined mean of all 70 students, if I say that, okay, no, now, from now, section A and section B are not 2 different things, they will sit together, 70 students, 1 class. Combined mean will be given by what? N1, 30 into 60 plus 40 into 62 whole upon 30 plus 40. Right? So this would be your combined mean. Are you getting my point? How to calculate combined mean? Shall I give you a question for this particular topic? Will you be able to solve a question for this? So here we have a question. What is in this question? So question says, in a class of 17 students, there are 9 boys, right? So 9 boys. That means 8 girls, right? 9 boys, 8 girls, 17 students are there, whose average marks in a subject are 75, right? So basically, so we have 2 different series over here. So N1 is what? Tell me, 9 boys, and number of girls is what? 8, right? And average marks in a subject is 75. That means mean of first series is coming out as 75. And average marks of complete class, basically x2 bar is not given to you, and x combined mean is given to you, which is 71. What you need to figure out is this. Are you going to solve this? Are you going to solve this, guys? Quickly in the chat box. It's very simple. Apply the formula. X bar is equals to N1 x1 plus N2 x2 bar full upon N1 plus N2, right? So that would be what? 75 into 9 plus x2 bar, that's what we need to calculate, into 8 upon how many students? 17. And this is nothing but given by 71, right? Right? What would be the value of x2 bar? Tell me in the chat box. So x2 bar, if you calculate, multiply 71 into what? 71 into 17 minus 9 into 75 upon 8 will be what? 66.5 will you be getting? You will be getting 66.5. Yes, Vaishnavi? Arvind, 100% correct. I can see the correct answers in the chat box. That's really good. Okay. Day by day, I can see that you are actually getting good at the calculations, right? Yes. Okay, only one student, Bala Sakshita, is saying 69. Why 69? Do the proper calculation, right? So one very important aspect in solving mathematics, physics and chemistry, all if I talk about overall, is calculation. There are many students who will do calculation mistake, but you should not do, because I already told you this yesterday. That's the differentiator. This is one very important aspect of giving your JEE Main, right? So now we have seen what? Till now what we have studied? Till now we have studied how many types of data are there? 3 types of data basically. Ungrouped, discrete, continuous. Now how to calculate mean for what? Mean, median, mode for ungrouped data we have learned. Now for discrete frequency distribution, this is how we represent discrete frequency distribution. Let's calculate mean. How do we calculate mean for this? So to calculate mean for this, we have a formula. Mean for discrete frequency would be what? So suppose you have x, like observation 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 are what? Suppose we have marks out of 10, right? These are marks out of 10, right? And what is frequency? So one student is getting 2 marks out of 10, 2 students are getting 3 marks out of 10, 3 students are getting 5 marks, and 5 students are getting 9 marks, right? So basically for mean we have a formula which is f1x1 plus f2x2 plus f3x3 and all the way up to fn(xn) whole upon what? Whole upon all the frequency f1 plus f2 plus f3 and all the way up to fn, right? And x will be what? So sigma fi xi. Sigma fi xi. Let me write it down properly. Sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. Right? This is the formula. Sigma fi is nothing but basically total number of n. Right? So for that, if you have class marks, if you have frequency, make one more column, add one more column for fi xi. So it would be 2 into 1, 2, 3 2s are 6, 5 3s are 15, 7 4s are 28, 9 5s are 45. Now what you need to do is add all the frequencies, right? You need to add all the frequency. Can you please add it and let me know? So if you add 45 plus 15, it would be 60. Then 60 plus 8 would be 68. 68, and so this would be 96. So summation of fi xi is what? In this particular case is what? 96. What about total number of frequency? 5 4. So 5 plus 4 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So total is 15. Summation of all the frequencies. So 96 by 15 will be your answer for this particular question. Right? Yes. Perfect. This is your mean for discrete frequency. Now what about median of discrete frequency? How do you calculate median for discrete frequency? Again, if I'm having same data, I am having xi, I am having fi, right? Xi, fi. So 2 3 5 7 9, 2 3 5 7 9 and 1 2 3 4 5, right? 1 2 3 4 5. In this also you have to calculate what? Xi, fi. But along with that, for calculation of median, you have to calculate cumulative frequency. So xi, fi and cumulative frequency. What would be xi, fi? Again same 2 6. We have already done that. 15, 28 and 45. The sum would be what? 96. This would be 15. What about cumulative frequency? Now 1 will be carry over here 1. Now 1 plus 2 is what? 3. 3 plus 3 is what? 9. 9 plus 4 is what? 13. 13 plus 5 is what? 18. Right? I have actually done any calculations, some calculations. So 3 plus 5 is what? 8. Okay, sorry. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Now this is correct. The moment you calculate cumulative frequency, so the median same, we have same formula. Can you see the capital N is 15, which is odd. For odd number, your median would be what? Median would be n plus 1 by 2th term. That is 16 by 2, that is 8th term. Right? 8th term. Now 8. Now tell me, cumulative frequency which is greater than 8. Where is the cumulative frequency which is greater than 8? I can clearly see this is the cumulative frequency which is greater than 8. Right? It will be between, so 8 will lie between 6 and 8. We are looking for cumulative frequency which is just greater than 8. That would be 10. So this will be your median. So median is nothing but 7. So in this case, your median is coming out as 7. Right? For discrete frequency, now you know how to calculate median. What about mode? How to calculate mode out of it? Mode is nothing but observation with highest frequency. So I can clearly see that highest frequency 5. So 9 is your mode. Mode is coming out as what? 9, because 9 has highest frequency. Are you getting my point? How to calculate mean, median, mode, all three for discrete data? Yes. So till now we have studied what? How to calculate mean, median, mode for ungrouped data. How to calculate mean, median, mode for discrete frequency. Now for continuous frequency distribution. For continuous frequency distribution, how to calculate median. How to calculate median. So basically for mean for continuous frequency, so suppose you have a class. So 0 to say 10 tak. You have 2 frequency, 10 say 24 frequency, right? Frequencies are written. Then, so now what you have done is basically you have actually converted this. How to calculate mean? It's very easy. Calculate FI/XI. Same formula, sigma FI/XI upon sigma FI. For mean, similar formula. But we will talk about median in this particular case. So for median, for continuous frequency, for median we have a different formula. Can you see the formula? That median would be what? So median is nothing but L plus N by 2 minus cumulative frequency upon F into H, right? So for that what we need to do is the very first thing, right? The very first thing, actually let's understand what is L. So L is nothing but, in this formula, L is nothing but lower limit of median class. Now you will ask me, ma'am, what is the median class? Right? So first of all, we need to know what is the median class, how to calculate the median class. Now to calculate median class, we need to calculate cumulative frequency. Right? We will get back to this. So how to calculate median class, but for continuous frequency distribution, you are given with a table. You have this formula L plus N by 2 minus CF upon F into H. And we are studying what is L, lower limit of median class. Suppose this is the median class, then 30 would be your lower limit. Right? And what about N? N is nothing but total number of observation. That means sigma Fi. So if you add 8 plus 6, 14, 19, 20, 21, 21 plus 4 is 25 basically. So 25 will be your N. Right? What about next? Cumulative frequency of class before median class. So suppose this is median class, right? So a cumulative frequency, so we need to calculate cumulative frequency previous to the median class. Cumulative frequency we will write, and F is nothing but frequency of median class, H is class size. Let's now talk about how to calculate median class. How to calculate median class. Right, so for that we need to add one column to it, cumulative frequency. So 2 will be 2, then 6, 6 plus 5, 11, 11 plus 6, 17, 17 plus 8, 25. How to calculate median class? Can anyone tell me? We have just done that. Now what we need to do is, you can clearly see 25 is what? So N is equals to 25 which is an odd number, right? So for median class, we need to actually add 21 to this, 25 plus 1. So 25 plus 1 by 2, that is 13th. So cumulative frequency 13. Cumulative frequency which is slightly greater than 13. Actually, so 13 will lie between this, right? 11 and so somewhere here. But just next to it, so this would be your median class actually. This is your what? Median class. Now you know how to calculate median class. Very important, please do not forget. How to calculate median class like this. So now tell me, lower limit of median class is what? 30. Total number of observations we have already calculated, n is equals to 25. Now cumulative frequency of class before the median class. This is my median class. So preceding wala kya hoga? 11 would be the frequency of, so CF would be 11 and frequency of median class, so not cumulative, frequency of median class is what? 6 and class size is 10. Now put the values, get the answer. So L is what? 30 plus 25 by 2, that means 12.5 minus cumulative frequency is what? 11, right, upon frequency is what? 6 into 10. Solve it, get the answer. So it would be what? 1.5, that is 3 by 2. So 3 by 12 into 10 plus 30, right? 3 4s are 5, 5 by 2. 30 plus 5 by 2, what would be the answer? 32.5. 32.5 will be the calculations. 30 plus 5 by 2, 32.5. Repeat cumulative frequency, ma'am. So how to calculate cumulative frequency? Just write the first cumulative frequency as it is 2. Then 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 6 is zigzag. Can you see zigzag? Can you see zigzag? Like this. That's how you write. Right? Okay. So now you know what? How to calculate mean median mode for ungrouped data. How to calculate mean median mode for discrete data. How to calculate mean and median for continuous frequency data. Right? How to find lower class. So basically how to find median class. Median class, how to find total number of frequency, total number of observation 25. 25 is an odd number. So add 1 to it. So 26 by 2. 26 by 2 is 13th. So figure out cumulative frequency greater than 13. So this is 17. So this is your median class and lower limit of median class is 30. So 30 is this. Perfect. Let's just get into mode now. Right? How to calculate mode? So basically to calculate mode we have this formula. Right? Where L is lower limit of model class. How to calculate model class? It is very easy. Remember in the beginning, from the beginning I'm just telling you that mode is nothing but observation with highest frequency. Tell me, what is highest frequency? Can you clearly see? This is your 8. Highest frequency is your 8. This is your model class. Right? This is your formula L plus F1 minus F0 to F1 minus F0 minus 2 into H. The lower limit of model class is what? 40. Right? The frequency of model class is what? 8. The frequency of class preceding the model class is what? 6. Frequency of class succeeding the model class. After this we have no table, no row. So it would be what? 0. F2 would be what? 0. Right? Now plug in the values. L is what? 40 plus F1 minus F0. So 8 minus 6 upon 2 F1 minus F0. That means 16 minus 6 minus 0 into H is 10. Right? So you can clearly see that the value 10 is gone. So 42. 42. right? 42 is the answer. Have a look how to apply the formula, how to calculate each and everything. Now we have a question. JEE Main 2019. Shall I give it to you? Shall I give it 2 minutes to solve this? Okay, let me just brief the question. The question says that frequency distribution of the marks obtained by 20 students. Now this is an information. There are 20 students in this particular data. The data is of how many students? 20 students, right? This data is only about 20 students. Imagine. Okay. So basically, frequency is involving what? X marks. So how many marks a student is getting? 2, 3, 5 and 7. What we need to figure out is mean of the marks. You know mean of, this is discrete frequency. So sigma xi fi upon 20. Right? 20 students are there. Right? Okay. Shall I leave this to you? Shall I give you 2 minutes to solve this? ठीक है, तो सिग्मा xi fi, right? Basically what's happening is, listen to me carefully. Frequency, do you know sigma fi would be what? 20. This is a very important information and I know very few students will be able to think like this. Okay, so if you are able to add all the frequencies, so that means x plus 1 ka whole square plus 2x minus 5 plus x square minus 3x plus x will be what? 20. So everything is sorted now. And then find x. How do you say this is a discrete frequency? Bhavya, I already told you there are 3 types of data. First one is ungrouped. Second one in which marks and frequency are given is discrete. And third one in which class and frequency is given. So that is continuous. Okay. Right. So let's just solve it. Get the value of x. Get this and everything will be sorted. So x square plus 2x plus 1. Right. Then we have 2x minus 3x plus x. So 2x minus 2x is gone. So you are left with what? X square minus 5 is equals to 20. Right? So x square will be what? Tell me. 2x square plus 2x 25 so is equals to 24. So the quadratic equation would be x square plus x minus 12 is equals to 0. From here you will get 2 roots, x is equals to 3 and x is equals to minus 4. We are going to reject x is equals to minus 4. Why? Because if x is minus 4, this frequency is minus 4. Frequency cannot be minus 4. Come on. What is frequency? That means you are saying minus 4 students are getting 7. No, 4 students are getting 7. That will make sense. But 3 students. So x is coming out as 3. So 3 plus 1 square. That means 4 square. So this is 16. 3 to the 6. This is 1. 3 3s are 9 minus 3. So these 0 students are getting 5 marks and 3 students are getting. So just so 16 into 2 plus 3 into 1 plus 5 into 0 plus 7 into 3 upon 20 will be your correct answer. And 16 into 2 what? 32 plus 3 35. 35 plus 21 would be what? 46 by 20. Is it? 46 not. 56 by 20. 56 by 20. So this would be 56 by 20. That would be what? 2.8 is the correct answer. So 2.8, that means this option C is absolutely right. Okay, C is absolutely right. Option C is absolutely right. Yes, perfect. Shall we move on to the next question now? Next question on your screen looks like this. JEE Main 2015 actually. The question says, okay, by the way, this type of question is very much trending in your 2023, 2022. The question is all about deleted observations, right? So when there is some situation, some scenario where they talk about, okay, so the mean is this, but then due to some reason, one value was wrong and the correct value is this, find the corrected mean. This is the pattern. So the mean of data set comprising of 16 observation is 16. So basically, there are 16 observation and the mean is what? 16. If one of the observation values 16 is deleted, so basically out of 16 observation you are deleting one observation, right? And 3 new observation values are 3, 4 and 5 are added. So basically you are deleting one observation but adding 3 new observation to it, and you need to figure out mean of resultant data. Okay? So how do you solve it? You know that x1 plus x2 plus x3 and all the way up to x16 upon 16 is given as 16 in the question. That means sigma xi, I is equals to 1 to 16 is nothing but 16 ka square, or you can write it as 256 directly. 256. Now what you want is basically you want, so there is one observation which is 16. Let us assume the last observation x16 was what? 16 only. This we want to delete. That means what we need is x1 plus x2 and all the way up to x15. Only these observations are available now because x16 is 16 which is deleted, and we have added. So we have added basically 3 observation, right? So basically we have added 3 observation which is plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So how many observations are there? 15, 16, 17, 18 upon 18. This value we need to calculate, right? This value we need to calculate. Okay. So now I know that x1 plus x2 say leke x15 plus last is 16, right? One observation is 16 is nothing but 256. So 256 minus 16, 256 minus 16 would be what? 240, right? So x1 plus x2 से लेके x15 तक का value I know which is 240. You can plug in this value over here. So 240 plus 9 plus 12 upon 18. This value you need to calculate 252 by 18 and the correct answer would be what? 14, right? So if you calculate it, the correct answer would be 14, option 6. Ma'am, why did 16 come? See, what are they saying? That there are 16 observation whose mean is 16. So there are 16 observations, sum of 16 upon 16 is equal to 16. Now one more 16 is there. What is that? One observation value is 16. So I am assuming the last. with x16, the last observation is 16, right? So last observation I have assumed this as 16. We need to delete it. How to delete it? How to delete it? So basically we need to delete it. So can you see I have deleted x16 is not in the picture now, right? What they are saying, delete 16 and add 3 new observations. So I have added 3 new observation and we need to figure out mean of this. How many observation? 15 plus 3, 18 observations are there now. So I need to calculate the sum of first 15 observations now, right? What do I have? I have actually sum of all 16 observation, which is 256. I need to actually calculate sum of first 15 observations, right? x16 is 16. So sum of first 15 observation is 240. Paste this value 240 over here and 14 would be the correct answer. Shall I move on to the next problem? No, we don't have any problem, but we have a beautiful relationship between your mean, median and mode. So for moderately skewed distribution, we have a relation which is mean minus median is equals to 1 by 3, mean minus mode. If you solve it, you need to remember this formula which says mode is equals to 3 median minus 2 mean. Mode is equals to 3 median minus 2 mean, right? So in this question, which was asked in 2005, basically not many questions are seen in the recent years. So I've got one question from 2005 which says frequency distribution, mean and median are given. Then we need to figure out the mode approximately. Okay? So mean and median are given. So how to solve it? Mode would be what? So mode would be 3 times 22 minus 2 times mean. So that would be 66 minus 42. 24 is your mode. Empirical formula, yes, 100%. This is what your empirical formula is. Okay, so this is from now the things are becoming really important as far as your JEE Main 2024 is concerned. So till now we were just getting into the serious stuff. So now JEE Main 2024, the question will appear from here, which is measures of dispersion, right? Till now what we were studying, measures of central tendency. Measures of central tendency had 3 important parameters: mean, median, mode. And now we have measure of dispersion which has 4 important parameters. First is range, right? Second is mean deviation, right? This is very important, mean deviation. And third is variance and fourth is standard deviation. So these 3 topics are very, very important as far as your JEE Main is concerned. Okay? So let's talk about range. What is range? So range is extremely easy basically. So if you have some number of observation, let me give you to 20, 15, 12. And we have 11, 10 and 9. So we have this observation with us. Range will be equal to what? X max minus X min. Right, so in this case, what would be the range? X max, maximum value out of all would be 20. Minimum value I can see 19. So range is coming out as what? 11. So this is your range. There is one more thing which we call as coefficient of range. Coefficient of range is nothing but maximum value minus minimum value upon maximum plus minimum. So 20 minus 9 upon 20 plus 9. So this is 11 by 29. 11 by 29. Okay? Cool. Done with range. Range is not very important, but you should know about it. Range and coefficient of range. Now the very important factor is your what? Mean deviation. What is mean deviation? So basically mean deviation, the formula for mean deviation can be about about mean, about median, about mode. Okay, getting my point? So suppose you have to calculate mean deviation about mean, median, mode, anything. All three particular categories have similar formula, and the formula is, so your mean deviation is nothing but sigma xi minus m ka mod upon total number of observations. What does that mean? So basically, if you are given with any data, suppose this is your data, right? Suppose this is your data, and now if they are asking you to calculate mean deviation about mean, mean deviation about mean. So first of all, you have to calculate mean of all the observation, and this capital M is representing what? Mean this time, right? Mean. Now what you need to do is, suppose you have got let's say 10 as your mean, right? Now you need to, so if 10 is your mean, you need to calculate the deviation. By the way, modulus is here, so positive deviation. So 20 and 10, what is the deviation? 10 is the deviation, right? Plus 15 and 10, what is the deviation? 5 is the deviation, right? Then what? 12 and 10, 2 is the deviation. 11 and 10, 1 is the deviation. 10 and 10, 0 is the deviation. 9 and 10, 1 is the deviation. Add all the deviation over here and divided by how many numbers are there? So 6 numbers are there, so divided by 6. This is what we call mean deviation, right? This is what we call mean deviation. Now I will teach you, I will explain you with the help of one example. So this is the example which says mean deviation about median. This time median is into the picture. So capital M in this formula, right? Mean deviation. Capital M in this formula. So xi minus capital M, modulus is here, upon sigma fi, right? So the mean deviation about median of the number. So first of all, the very first thing which you need to do is calculate median. Right? The median would be what? C. Median. Increasing order. All the numbers are already arranged in the increasing order. Can you see 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A and up to 50A? How many observations are there? 50. So capital N is equals to 50, which is even. Right? For even number. For even number, the median would be what? N by tooth plus N by tooth plus 1 by 2. This is your median. So median would be what? 25th observation. So 25th observation plus 26th observation by 2. What is 25th observation? If the first observation is 1A, second observation is 2A, then 25th observation would be what? 25A plus 26A upon 2. That means what? 51A by 2. That would be 25.5A is your median. 25.5A is your median. 25.5A is your median, right? This is your median. It can be negative always, no. No, it can't be negative because modulus is here. Okay, now let's calculate. So median, you know 25.5 is the median, right? 25.5A is your median. What are the observations? 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A and all the way up to what? 50A. Right? So calculate mean deviation now. Start calculating mean deviation, okay? So 25.5 minus 1 deviation from this. So that would be what? If you subtract these two quantity, you get 24.5. Then what about this? 23.5. What about this? If you subtract 3, 22.5. Right? And all the way up to, in the middle you get what? 25A. So 25A you will get what? Plus 0.5A. 0.5 basically. 0.5 A I will keep it outside. Then 26, for 26A we get what? Again 0.5. Can you see? For 26 we get again 0.5. Then for 27 we get what? Right? For 27A, if you subtract, you get 1.5. And last term you are going to get what? 24 and all the way up to 24.5A. Right? And whole upon how many observations? 50 observations. Did you understand this? Did you understand this? That I am calculating the deviation. So 25.5 minus 1 is 24.5. Then 23.5. Then this minus this is 22.5. And last, if you take this, then it would be 0.5A. If you take 26, again you are going to get 0.5A. And then gradually increase. Last, you get what? 24.8. So I can clearly see that every term I am getting twice. 0.5 I am getting twice. Right? Every term I am getting twice. So 0.5 plus 1.5 and all the way up to 24.5. I am getting double of it. Modulus is also there. So mod A upon 50. Upon 50. Right? So you just need to actually add. So 0 plus 1 plus all the way up to 24. Right? Sum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and all the way up to 24. That would be what? 24 into 25 by 2. Plus we have 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. How many times? So 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 25 times. So 25 into 0.5 is also there. And yes, we have a 2 over here. Right? Modulus A upon 50. Right? So this 25 is gone. And this will be 2, 2 will be gone. So this will be what? 12 plus 0.5. So 12.5 basically. 12.5A. Right? So 12.5 modulus A is nothing but 50. Right? We need to figure out the value of what? A. Mod A. So mod A would be what? 12.5 multiply 12.5 kya? 0.5. 12 plus 0.5. 12.5 modulus A. Yeah, 12.5 is 25 by 2. So this is 25 by 2. Mod A is equals to 50. So this would be 25 or ye 2. So mod A is coming out as 4. So 4 is the correct answer, option A. Option A. Where did I keep the pen? Here. Okay, right, do the calculation. From here only you will get the value of mod A is what? 4. 4 is the correct answer. So mean deviation is clear to you or not? That was so hard, Arvind is saying. So just let me just redo it for you, Arvind, and now tell me ki yes, it is hard or not. So median would be what? N by 2 plus N by 2 plus 1 by 2. Right? So N is what? 50. So 25th plus 26th by 2. 25A plus 26A by 2. That is 25.5. Observations. Let me know about the observations. So observations is A. So basically mean deviation would be what? So 25.5A minus 1A ka mod plus 25.5A minus 2A ka mod, and all the way up to 25.5A minus 25A ka mod, right? Plus we have 25.5A minus 26A का mod, and यहाँ से we have all the way up to 25.5A minus 50A का mod. Right? Can you see the formula? So basically median minus observation. Modulus is involved, so doesn't matter what you write. So median minus first observation, median minus second observation, median minus third, median minus 25th observation, median minus 50th observation, whole upon how many observation? So 50 observation. You just need to write the mean deviation in a positive way. So basically this is 24.5A plus 23.5A, and last we have 0.5A plus again we have 0.5A, and starting from here we have what? 24.5A mod whole upon 50. Right, now add the terms. You can clearly see 0.5 is appearing twice and every term is actually appearing twice, right? So median would be what? Sorry, mean deviation would be what? So mean deviation would be nothing but twice 1 plus 2 all the way up to 24 times mod A, and 0.5 is appearing 25 times whole upon 50. That's it. The moment you solve it, you will get 12.5 modulus A, and this is 50. So this is 4. 4 is the correct answer. Not that difficult. Not that difficult. Not that difficult. Right? This was the question. Let's talk about the third thing, which is variance. And the formula for variance is nothing but this, right? This. Yeah, a square is here. So what is happening? Suppose you have n observations, right? So variance, which is nothing but sigma square. So sigma square is nothing but sigma of xi minus x bar. Now this is very specific. Variance is all about mean only, not about median, not about mode, specifically x bar. However, mean deviation can be about mean, median or mode, but variance is only about what? This. So there is a square. So basically mean deviation of squares of quantity. So basically this would be upon n. As simple as that. Yes? Okay, so we have to solve this, we have some derivation. So we have basically two formula for variance. One is this, right? Xi minus x bar square whole upon n. Another is calculate, open the square, expand the square. If you expand the square, that would be what? Xi square plus x bar square minus twice x bar xi whole upon n. What you can do from here is multiply sigma inside. So sigma xi square plus what is this? Sigma x bar square. Now mean, x bar mean is a constant. Take this common. So x bar square is common and sigma 1 would be there. Minus, again sigma will be multiplied. 2x bar is outside the sigma and sigma xi would be there whole upon n. Right? Now tell me something about it. What is sigma 1? Sigma 1 is n. What is sigma xi? Now sigma 1 is nothing but n and sigma xi is nothing but n times x bar. This is the formula for mean. Use this and solve this, simplify this. So sigma xi square plus n x bar square, right, minus 2 x bar square n upon n. Can you see this? What is this? N x bar square minus 2 x square n is nothing but sigma xi square minus x bar square upon n. This is your sigma square. This is your final answer. Let me just rewrite it over here. So the final would be what? So sigma square is equals to sigma xi square upon n minus x bar ka whole square. Basically we call it as mean of squares, very important formula, square of mean. Mean of squares and square of mean, right? Mean of squares and square of mean. So this is what we call as variance, right? So these two formulas are very important. Can you see this? First one is this for sigma square, second one is this, right? Second one is this, okay? Now we have variance of discrete frequency distribution. So for discrete frequency distribution, we have similar formula. Can you see sigma fi, xi minus x bar square upon n, and if you expand it, what is this? Mean of squares square of mean. Right? Mean of squares and square of mean. Right? So this is variance for discrete frequency. And what about standard deviation? So standard deviation is nothing but sigma, which is positive square root. Positive square root of variance. Positive square root of variance. Let's just quickly, so we have very little time now. Let's just solve this by the question now. Now 5 observation is 5. That means what they are saying is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 upon 5 is given as what? 5, right? Now is 124 basically. Sorry, 124. 124 and this is 5, right? 3 observations are given to us, 1, 2 and 6. So 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus x4 plus x5 is nothing but what? 610, right? 124. Mean of 5 observation is 5 and variance is given. So sorry. This is 5, right? 5 5s are 25. So basically this would be what? 6. So 9. x4 plus x. By the way, so variance is what? 124. So basically we don't need this information. Why? Because the question says then the mean deviation from the mean of the data is. So basically what we need to calculate is sigma xi minus x bar ka mod upon how many observation? 5 we need to calculate. So basically first observation is 1, my mean is 5, right? So that would be 1 minus 5 plus second observation 2, 2 minus 5, then mod of 3 minus 5, 3 or 6, 6 minus 5, 6 minus 5. 6 minus 5, then we need mod of x4 minus 5 plus mod of x5 minus 5, right? x5 minus 5 mod is there, whole upon how many observation? 5. So this is 4 plus 3, 4 plus 3 plus 1 plus this x4 minus 5, x minus 5. So minus 5 reduce from here and also here. So this will become what? 60. So 6. This will become, actually the whole thing will become what? 6. So this would be a big fat 6 upon 5 will be your answer. So 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 4, 14. 14 by 5 is your answer, which is what? 2.8. Kya? Option B, 2.8 is absolutely clear. Right? Cool. Shall we move on to the next question? We have very less time, guys. So next. All right. Can you see this? What does that mean actually? Standard deviation is 0. Standard deviation means what? Sigma, right? So let's talk about sigma square, that which was what? xi minus x bar ka whole square upon n. This is one of the formula for sigma square which we have just studied, right? So now the basically what they are saying is the standard deviation is 0, right? The standard deviation is coming out as 0. What does that mean? Or we have another formula, sigma xi square by n is minus x bar, right? Square. So this is coming out as 0. You know the value of mean, by the way. So mean is nothing but 9. So x bar value is 9. right? So this is 9. That means what? Sigma xi square by n is nothing but 9. How many observations are there? 5 observations. So sigma xi square is nothing but 45. Sigma xi square is nothing but what? 45. Right? And also one more factor. Okay, let's just focus on this first. This formula. Let's forget this. Okay. Let's forget this. Let's talk about this. This is the formula and this formula is given as 0. What does that mean? That xi is equals to x bar. That means all observations are x bar. That means all 5 observations x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 all are 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Can you see this? All observations are 9. Right? If one of the observation is changed such that mean of new set of 5 observation becomes 10, then their standard deviation is, right? So now the question is saying that one observation out of all this has been changed. So all 4 are 9, let's say. So 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. But one observation is changed, let us say x5 whole upon 5, and the new mean is what? 10. Right? New mean is 10. So now here we can calculate x5. So x5 would be what? Tell me, 50 minus 36. So the fifth observation would be 14. So basically now the new set, if I talk about the new set, that would be, so the original set has what? 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, right? And sigma square is what? 0. And x bar is what? 9 in this particular case. But the new observation 9, 9, 9, 9, but now the new observation is 14. Their mean is changed and it is changed. Now we need to calculate the new standard variance first and then standard deviation. Right? New standard deviation. New standard deviation, how you can calculate? So that can be done by sigma xi square by n minus x bar ka square. So that would be 9 ka square plus 9 ka square plus 9 ka square plus 9 ka square plus 14 ka square whole upon 5, because 5 observations are there, minus new mean would be 10 ka square. This would be your answer. With root is your standard deviation sigma. Can you solve it? Yes. Can you solve it? So 9 ka square, 36 into 4, 36. 9 ka square is 81. Sorry, 81 into 4, 81 into 4, 81 into 4 plus 196 upon 5 minus 100 ka root will be your answer. Calculate this. Let me know your answer in the chat box. So the answer would be what? Would be your answer actually. So 2. Yes? Shall I explain it one more time? So mean and standard deviation of 5 observations are 9 and 0. The moment I look at a 0, I realized, okay, so variance or standard deviation both are 0, right? So that simply means that all the observation will be equal to mean. That only then it will become 0. All observation will become mean. And what is mean? 9 is the mean. That means all observation will become 9. So all 9 observation. But what they are saying is, now this time they have removed one observation. So fifth observation, which is 9, I have removed it. And the new mean will become 10. So x5 is unknown to us. We have calculated by this formula. So the x5 is 14. Now we have this previous one and the new one. Earlier there were 5 9s. Now there are 4 9 and the new observation 14. New mean is already given to us 10. We need to figure out sigma nu square. This is the formula, mean of squares minus square of mean. So square all the values, 9 square, 9 square, 9 square, 9 square plus 14 square, right, minus 10 ka square. If you solve it, you will get a 2 as your variance. Okay, another question on your screen which says mean and standard deviation of data, of this data. Mean and standard deviation of data are 5 and 2. Okay, mean and standard deviation are given as 5 and 2. So 3 plus 5 plus 7. plus A plus B is equals to 5. How many data? 5. So A plus B value will be equal to 25 minus 15. So A plus B is coming out as 10. A plus B is coming out as 10. So that clearly means that this is wrong, this is wrong. Only these two can be our answer. Now they are saying that, okay, standard deviation is what? 2. That means sigma is what? 2. And we know the formula of sigma square, which is what? So square it, okay. And so 3 square is 9 plus 25 plus 7 ka square 49 plus A square plus B square by 5 minus mean ka square, so 4, and this value is what? 4. So 4 plus 4, 8 into 5 is equals to, so 25 plus 9 would be what? 34, 49, 13, 8, 83. 83 plus A square plus B square. Right? If you calculate it, you will get A square plus B square as 62. Right? Now, you have A plus B, you have A plus B whole square. So, A plus B whole square would be A square plus B square plus twice AB. So, that would be 100 is equals to 62 plus 2AB. Right? So, that would be 38. So, AB will be what? 19. So, option D. AB value is 19. So, product of roots is this. Sum of roots A plus B is given as this. Option D. Absolutely right. Yes? Perfect. JEE Mains 2020. Now we have a formula for combined variance. Combined variance, or we can say combined standard deviation, right? Suppose you have two different series. First series is having n1 as the number of terms, x1 bar as the mean, sigma 1 as your standard deviation, and sigma 1 square as variance. The second is n2, x2 bar and sigma 2 bar. Sigma 2, okay, no bar, sigma 2 only. So for that we need to calculate what? Combined mean. You know, I have already taught you this combined mean for both the series. And now the combined standard, basically combined variance is given by this formula, which is 1 upon n1 plus n2. Right? n1 times sigma 1 square plus d1 square and n2 times sigma 2 square plus d2 square. Right? You can see the symmetry. This is for first series. This is for second series. Now d1 is nothing but what? The difference of combined mean and the series mean. So, combined mean minus first series का mean, यहाँ पे combined mean minus second series का mean. Are you getting? Combined variance and standard deviation. So remember very carefully. So sometimes they talk about variance, sometimes they talk about standard deviation. When they talk about variance, this is sigma square, right? And when they talk about standard deviation, don't forget to take root in the end. Don't forget to take square root in the end, right? Now one more concept, which is coefficient of variance. Coefficient of variance is nothing but sigma by x bar into 100. So coefficient of variance of two series is given as 75 and 90%. Standard deviation is also given as 15 and 18. Mean we need to figure out. So the first series, 75%, right? So 75 is equals to sigma 15 by mean of first series into 100. 15 ones are 15 5s are, right? So x1 bar is coming out as 20. 20 is the mean of first series. What about second series? Second series has 90% as the coefficient of variance, and this is 18 by x2 bar into 100. So this would be what? 9 ones are, 9 twos are. This is 0. x2 bar is also coming out as 20. So for both the series, using this formula, I can say that the mean for both the series is what? 20. Right? Yes. Let's now talk about, so now we will be solving two questions from here. The very first question, JEE Main 2023, which says 6 numbers are there which are in AP, right? And sum of first and third is 10. Sum of first and third is given as what? 10. And if the mean of these 6 number is also given to us 19 by 2, their variance is sigma square. Very easy, very direct question, right? 6 numbers are in AP whose sum is given as 19 by 2. So A1 plus A3. So A plus 2D is what? 10. That means 2A plus 2D is what? 10. The first thing is what? We need to figure out all 6 numbers and then we are sorted. We are done. Right? So 2A plus 2D is what? 10. Right? And now they are saying that sum of mean of these 6 numbers is 19 by 2. So A1 plus A2 and all the way up to A6 upon 6 is 19 by 2. Sum of all 6 numbers would be what? 6 by 2. 2A plus how many numbers? 5D is 19 by 2 upon 6 is also there. 6 and 6 cancel, 2 and 2 cancel. So 2A plus 5D is coming out as what? 19. Solve these two equations, get the value of A and D both. So basically 3D will come out as 9. D is nothing but 3. And if D is 3, your A would be nothing but 2. So all the numbers, if I write it down, so that would be 2, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11, 11 plus 3, 14, 14 plus 3 is 17. Right? These are the 6 numbers. Now we need to figure out what? Variance. Sigma square would be what? 2 ka square 4 plus 25 plus 64 plus 121 plus 196 plus 289 whole upon 6 minus square of mean. So mean you already know, 19 by 2 already given. This is your sigma square. Add these numbers, get the value. You will realize that, okay, so the answer would be what? Yes. So the answer would be, add this. So sigma square, the value would be what? Akshara is saying 210 RI. Do the calculation, let me know the answer. So this will be 105 by 4. Right? And 8 sigma square will be equal to 210. So yes, you guys are absolutely right. 210 is the correct answer. Right? So one more time, I can see you are having some doubt. So what we did was, there are 6 numbers. Sum of first and third is 10. Right? And the mean of these 6 numbers is given by 19 by 2. Their variance is sigma square. Right? So can you see? First and third term is what? 10. Right? So I have actually applied the AP formula. And then mean of 6 numbers. So what is mean? Sum of all 6 values upon 6 is given as 19 by 2. Now what is this? This is nothing but sum of first 6 term of an AP. So let's apply the formula of sum of first 6 terms. If you apply, you get one more equation in A and D. Solve these two, you will get A, you will get D. Now you have 6 terms. First term is 2 and common difference is 3. Can you make all the 6 terms? Yes, definitely. Add 3. You will get all the terms. You have all the 6 terms. Apply the formula. Formula is what? Sigma square is what? Sigma xi square by n minus mean ka square. Right? Apply this formula. You will get sigma square, and then 8 sigma square is nothing but 210 is your correct answer. Alright? Okay. Now, okay. So I'll be giving you homework now. Right? So start taking screenshots. I am not here. This is the very first question, which is homework question to you. Right? So take screenshot homework question number 1. Then we have homework question number 2. Very important questions, right? Homework question number 3. Homework question number 4. Homework question number 5. You will tell me that, ma'am, how many homework questions? Homework question number 6. Okay, I'll share this PDF with you. You will see the questions as well in PDF also. So yeah, and then the last homework question, I guess, right? Okay, all right. So we are done with today's session now, and yes, you can see PDF in Telegram. Yes, definitely I'll share the PDF in your Telegram, and you can see the JEE test series is absolutely free. The link is given in description box. It is absolutely computer based test series. You can so the test is based on JEE new syllabus. So do give the give this JEE test series for sure, right? And along with that, along with that, you have this VDPP, where we give you 10 questions daily. So solve 10 questions daily. Again, the link is given in the description box. And a new test. So VDPP is all about what you're learning from this channel and solving as many questions as possible, right? So now I will see you tomorrow at 9 PM sharp. I'll be solving vector and 3D geometry previous year questions. Do not miss that session, and I will take your leave now. This is me, Namrata, signing off. I'll see you all tomorrow.